me tell you, it's frustrating. Sometimes I wish that I was already in a tractor trailer getting that experience so I could, look towards the future where I could be making $1,500 and up every week. And maybe one day be owner op if the opportunity comes, I be seeing some videos out there saying that it's not worth it, but to each his own, In my opinion, this is like a stock market. There's gonna be ups, there's gonna be downs, and right now we down. I was reading the comments on one of my videos, and some guy made a comment that said, you MAGA truckers are now making YouTube videos because I'm guessing that Trump got the market down because of the tariff and whatnot. But like I say, man, I'm not MAGA. I'm not a Democrat. I mean, all I care is whoever's in that seat at the White House is making the right decisions for everyone, I'm not gonna be selfish and be like, for us truckers, for everyone, everybody has a purpose out here, so as long as that person is in that chair and is doing the right moves for everyone to live comfortable in the great United States, then I'm all for it, I don't have no issue with who in that office, if Biden was in that office, old Sleepy Joe, if he was in that office, but when he was in the office, if he was making the right decisions, I mean, I'll be satisfied, But since he was in the office and he was making all the wrong moves, and not just that, he was not even healthy enough to even run the country, man, I'm glad he gone. And I'm glad that Trump is in and he's making the right moves, I'm not a Trump guy, man. But he's making the right moves. He's doing what it's supposed to do. And some people, he haven't even been in office a whole 6 months. And people already saying that he's doing a bad job. And listen, man, you're not gonna get hired and make $40 an hour. You're not gonna get hired and be a manager in a week. Things take time, man. Just like what he's doing. He's putting all these things in play, and it's gonna take some time. It's not gonna take a month. It's not gonna take 6 months. It might not even take a year. You might feel the changes within a year and a half or two of him in the office. But some people, man, they just trolls, They just wanna, be comics, and I understand, to each his own, man. I don't judge nobody for what they trying to do. If you want to sit there and call me MAGA, and hey, whatever, man, that's your opinion. At the end of the day, I know what I'm about, and I'm an American. I was born in America, and I just have the rights just as you have the rights. I have an opinion just like you have an opinion, so at the end of the day, it is what it is, my boy. I just want a great America. That's all I want. I want it to be like when I was a kid in the 90s, how people were living good, things were cheap and people were living good. I know that times are gonna change, because in the 1930s, gas was probably like 10 cents. And then look at what gas is now, but not at a rate where every year gas is going up $2, you know? I mean, that's outrageous, man, you know? We gotta eat. And there's companies out here paying $600 a week, and your CDL costs $4,000 to $8,000, depending what you get. It don't work like that, man. You know, I know that there's gonna be big I's, little U's, you know. You can always want things to be perfect, but it's gotta be reasonable. It's gotta be fair, at least, you know. It can't be like these third world countries, you know. And that's all I'm going for, man. I'm going for the American dream, and I'm going for you know, better living for my family. My daughters could grow up and have a piece of the pie, you know. That's all I want. So, you know, everybody got their opinion, and you're entitled to it. I don't judge nobody, you know. You could be on the blue side, you could be on the red side, you could be in between. Hey, man, I just want a better America for me and my family. And I know that you will want that for you as well, you know. You don't want to live in no third world country, you know, like Cuba, where all the government lives good and eat off the poor, and everybody else is poor, you know. And there's other countries like that too, that the government, the higher ups, are the ones living good, and the people are the ones suffering, you know. The less fortunate are suffering. So, you know, I ain't gonna rant, talk y'all year off. You know, I was just giving y'all a little piece of mind. If you have, you know, any comments, feel free to leave me some comments. I would love to read them. And, you know, it is what it is, my people. Y'all have a blessed day. And, yep, for my truckers, keep trucking out there. Things are going to get better soon. Next time.